Alright everybody, we just got out of the shower. I tried to do one of those things that my nana used to do. You know how like women do that? They put their little fancy little swirly towel on. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. So this is all we got. What is that? Look at my towel. Frozen. Let it go. Hello? Who did that? Don't do that again, okay? What is this? Spice, angst, and unexpected twists. If that's not Calvin's story, I don't know what is. How do you open? Oh, I get it. This is an unexpected twist, so it goes the other way. Well, never mind. It smells nice. But we're not going to wear it. Well, it's been a long time, ladies and gentlemen. I went to Florida, which is crazy. Went on a nice little family vacation. It was very unique, very strange, because I'm the only one even remotely close to my age in my entire family. Yes! So a lot of like family events, like kind of just standing there. Woo! But it's alright, because everybody's like either 50 or 10. I'm not complaining, it actually was a good time for the family, but I did see Thunderbolts on opening night in a theater in Orlando, and it was flipping awesome, and I loved it, and we're going to do a review about it. But before we do, I want to try something a little different. I've never used these before. We got 2 face masks. I've never washed my face a day in my life. That's probably a little gross to hear, but I'm just a porous guy, so it's all good. I'm thinking we're going to do this one. Green tea and charcoal. Now, one thing I am kind of scared about is I knew somebody once that had that used one of these, and it burned their flipping face off. So I'm a little bit nervous, but we're gonna try it out. Oh, what is that? Wash your face with warm water. So, I've had a booger this whole time. You're not gonna tell me? Come on, man. Ugh, it's gone. Oh, did I just get it on my shirt? Oh no. Yeah, look at this new shirt. It's like, go, Spider-Man. I'm about to just wash this off because I'm actually kind of getting scared. Sit and relax for 10 minutes while the mask gets to work. My face is getting a little cold, and I'm scared it's going to burn my face off. Oh my gosh. Is it still on me? Well, here we are. My first face mask, and I'm feeling rejuvenated. Okay, my skin is pretty soft. Alright, come on, let's get to this review, shall we? Alright, so here we are, finally sitting down to talk about the new movie Thunderbolt. I did see. My face feels like, I don't know. Like, this is how I think it felt when Mr. Fantastic, started to turn stretchy. This is what it felt like. No, this actually doesn't feel good. I can hear something sizzling on my skin. Okay. Oh, you know what I feel like? You know when people... I feel like those people that get Botox. Who did that? Oh my gosh. There's so many things going on in my brain. I was going to say when I went on vacation, I wanted to look like that hot guy from White Lotus season 2. I wanted to look like him. I'm gonna be soaked by the end of this video. I was not planning on that. Oh, I feel like I'm drinking chemicals. Alright, excuse me. Alright, one last thing before I get into this review. I have been working on a short film for almost 2 years now. Right after I stopped doing YouTube a long time ago, I instantly started kind of showing this journey from rock bottom to at least mediocrity. That sounds harsh. Rock bottom to at least middle ground. I got there somehow. Still very behind in life, but we're not here to get sad today. Not today. We're really not. What was I just saying? So I just kind of showed that journey. It is night and day, and I think it's going to be a beautiful thing to see. Not even just young people. I feel like just people that are lost in general can understand. People that have truly felt what real depression feels like, I think they can relate. But I think they can also see that it's possible to dig yourself out. Because I'm living proof. So, love you guys. I'll put a little clip in of me. I don't think I've changed much. I really don't. There are a lot of qualities from when I was 2, 3, 4, 5 years old that I'm honestly exactly the same. The only difference is I grew a little bit. Anyways, let's get to this review. Oh, please no, not the guitar again, will ya? Shut up, okay? I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to myself. Like I do all the time. I would never tell you guys that. Never. You get out. I might just be the next Bob Dylan. I want a harmonica. We have one somewhere. I might go look for that one there. No, come on. We're trying to do the review here. All right, let me do my actual review song here. Let's try to make it a little better than that, shall we? All right, I'm just gonna kind of make up a chord here. Make sure, just find one that doesn't sound terrible. Okay. Which one made that noise? Is it the big one? Oh! Come on! I think we should just keep instruments away from me at all costs. Here we go. Callie's review coming to you. Kelly's review coming to you. Shh, shh, okay. Will you shut up? People are actually gonna think I'm crazy. And well, I am. Put these flipping bags as spot node, shall we? I got these things from Walfarts. You like them? They were like $10, because that's where I get my shoes. I also got new shoes, and they were $20. Living on a budget. Do you not realize that it hurts me when I see you go out? 'Cause you have the time of your life, only when I'm not around. Where is this thing? Why do I keep doing that?
Hello?
Hey dude. This is kind of a weird question, but do you know where that harmonica was? Remember the harmonica that we had?
Yeah, I think it's on top of my bureau.
Oh really? I might be thinking of a different one. I thought we got a new one.
We don't have one. I mean, all I have is that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do.
Love you too.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Fine, we're gonna find it. That's so exciting. That is such exciting news, isn't it? What's up, ladies? My name's Calvin. How would you like my Snapchat? Yeah. I don't have a Snapchat anyway, so just get on the road. What's up, come on, man. You knock it off. What's up, ladies? What's up, ladies? My name's Calvin. How would you like my Snapchat? Yeah. That hit about as hard as the no you're about to give me, so congratulations, you're the best. What's up, ladies? My name's Callie Saws. How would you like to have a conversation on Snapchat? What's up, lady? Come on. What's up, ladies? I don't have a Snapchat. How would you like my phone number? How about a dating profile that doesn't work? How about finding one of the most beautiful women you've ever seen in your life, but they've been in a relationship for 7 years? Am I projecting? Might be a wee bit. Let's try this again. What's up, ladies? My name's Callie Saws. How would you like to go on a date with me? Am I even getting close? 15 degrees. What's up, ladies? My name's Callie Saws. And how would you like to go on a date with me? Did that go in? I didn't see it. What's up, ladies? Ladies? We only want one. What is this? Do I look like a playboy to you? No. Hey, I just wanted to say you look absolutely beautiful, and I was wondering if I could have your number. So we're just gonna miss every shot. And this is why we don't take any. And watch this. Now I'm not gonna say anything, and now I'm gonna make it. You've gotta be kidding me. Are you? I'm gonna end up like Jack Nicholson in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That's where I'm going to end up. Right there. We found it. He wasn't kidding when he said this was my great-grandpa's, I believe he said. Doesn't it look very 1950s-esque? So am I gonna get an infection if I like... It smells like old people. No, I actually like... Should I wash it? No, it's okay. Yeah, so just lift up my whole carpet, will you? So it's not even close, so we're just gonna do our own thing. Wait a second! I might have just been on to something. Sing us a song tonight. Oh, we're all in the mood for a melody. And you got us feeling alright. Oh, come on, man. I'm a man of multi-talents. Look at me. Shout out to my grandpa, or great-grandpa, who's ever this was. I miss you a lot, and I love you, and I'm actually going to wash this out for you so my spittles are not all over your thing. Man, I truly am so sorry, guys. I always have like these perfect, exact things for videos, and then I end up doing 600 other things. And there's no other explanation than I'm crazy. But I love you guys. I might just start putting timestamps, so whoever doesn't want to deal with all this tomfoolery that I keep putting on. Oh, look at my brand new clock that I got. Can you hear it? Okay, here we go. I actually took notes this time in my handy-dandy notebook. I actually took notes. Who am I? Am I a new man? I literally have it stood up like I'm reading music. Can you stop moving? Can you stop moving? There we go. Okay, Thunderbolts. I absolutely loved it. I loved it. I think Marvel is on a roll. I truly think whatever was happening with this weird, strange projects they were working on before, where they weren't even remotely what real fans of Marvel wanted. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that stint was. I think that might be past us. I really do. I think Daredevil kicked it off. No Way Home was a nice little diamond put it out of nowhere, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was pretty good. This feels like a turning point of Marvel. I think they learned from their mistakes that they literally didn't have to make, but they did. Kidding me? Stay open. They had Daredevil, they had Thunderbolts, they got Fantastic Four coming out, and I watched the trailer for Ironheart. That one scares me a little bit, but there's no way it can be worse than She-Hulk. Obviously, I'm still gonna watch it. I watch everything that has to do with Marvel. That might surprise some people a little bit. I don't know if it's gonna necessarily be good, but I don't think it's necessarily gonna be like terrible where you're like, why am I even sitting here watching this? But we'll see. We'll see. I thought my parents just came home. I don't know if there's a ghost out there, but somebody was definitely walking out there, but honestly, that's the least of my problems. I could not care less. I made my bed. Look at that. My little twin bed. Oh, isn't that so cute and adorable? Just off the bat, I love how they made these, I don't want to say B tier, but obviously not in the forefront superheroes, characters, whatever you want to call them. I love how they made them the star of the show. And for some reason there's a beauty in that, right? Because I think a lot of the reason why people love this movie so much and maybe connected to it a lot more than other projects is, you know, you see these superheroes, while they may be flawed, they are on an echelon, right? An upper echelon. These characters are some of the most human, truly human characters that we've seen. And I think that is a beautiful thing. I think that is why we clicked so much with these characters throughout this. Man, this note-taking thing, I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna get so much more information that never would have left my brain. Note-taking. Noted. The fight scene at the beginning, I thought that was so cool when they were plotted against each other. It really was, they're all on an even playing field. Whether they have powers or they're just their fight sense or soldier serum, whatever you want to call it, they were equal. They could not kill each other even if they wanted to try. I know that they kind of helped each other out along the way, but they just could not kill each other. Besides, well, Taskmaster. Yikes, you're a master of nothing. What was that? If there's one complaint, I didn't like that. While she may have been the weakest of all of them, give her a little bit of a fight, man. She fought that girl for like 5 seconds, and then it was, and that was it. Are you kidding? Like, She's not terrible. I don't know what that was. That's like if you threw me out there, I would just get rocked. I would die in 3 seconds. I'd have Cap's skull in my skull. Cap's skull in my skull. Cap's shield, or Walker's shield in my flipping head. And then Yelena would get shot by her little wrist thing. And then Ghost would just kind of pop back and forth and keep clocking my face around. Like, I would stand no chance. She stood no chance. I don't know what that was. So I didn't like that very much. It's okay if she dies. Just give her a little bit of a chance, please. Please. I forget her name, the lady in power. She's terrible. I thought her writing was a little bit weird. I think she should have been a little bit more serious with her intent, right? Her actions were serious, don't get me wrong, but she kind of joked about it through the way, and that's the Marvel curse a little bit, right? That kind of misplaced humor. I think it would have been more cool. Is that good grammar? I don't know. It would have been more cool if she had a little more grit to her. Not like this cringy, like, oh, you don't gotta joke all the time, you know? I did think it was a beautiful thing that to escape that room, they had no choice but to work together. But through that, they've never really done that before. You kind of saw how hard it is to work as a team when you've never worked as a team. It's kind of like in No Way Home when they had the first go around and they were terrible and they were just getting rocked. It's a similar situation. When you've never worked in a team really with certain people, you got to build that chemistry. That's in anything. So I thought that was cool how they showed that. Now let me talk about the love of my life, Florence Pugh. I'm kidding. I'm not, but it's okay. She is top tier, man. She's one of my favorite actors, personally. Her delivery is just perfect. I don't think I've seen her be bad in anything, actually. Now that I think about it, she hasn't been bad in anything. She is just really good at what she does. You can tell how much it means to her. She's very appreciative of even the people that kind of go unseen in these things. Like, real her, she's very appreciative of that. She always congratulates them, and I think that's a real, genuine person, and I love that. I'm raving about my wife. Florence Pugh. Her acting when it comes to emotional scenes, I think people kind of overdo it sometimes, right? That is the kind of cardinal sin. You either can't do it at all or you do it too much. And there's those really great actors that kind of find that sweet spot, right? Where there's not too many tears or screaming or flipping out, or there's this sweet spot that makes it feel real, that makes it feel genuine. She hits that every time. Every single time she hits that. The movie that she did with Andrew Garfield, are you kidding me? I'm not correlating the two, but I'm just saying in general, she's very good at these emotional characters. But it seems honestly so true. She's just amazing. She's just amazing. She knocked it out of the park. Like that scene with her dad, when she really was just like, I just wanted my dad around. Do you know how many people in this world can correlate to that? Not only not having a father, but just being abandoned and just being truly alone. That is a very hard thing to go through. And we're not meant to be alone. There's a reason why there's, I don't know how many billions of people in the world, right? We might be getting close to trillions. I don't even know the exact number, but we're not meant to be alone. Human connection is the epitome of life. That is why we live. That is what makes it worth living. Okay, on to my next thing here. Walker is flippin' amazing. I know he got a lot of hate previously, right? But it's really because he was great at what he was doing. But he's a great actor. Cap is great. We love the original Cap. He is God's righteous man, as Ultron said. Most people do not relate to Captain America. In some senses, yes. Whether you're a caring person, whatever, you may have a lot of things in common. Whether you're selfless, you may have a lot of things in common with Steve Rogers. Most people are not always like that. Our blessing and curse is how much we feel as human beings. You know, that's why we make stupid mistakes. That's why we make great decisions. It's a hit or miss. John Walker is the epitome of that. He is probably exactly what we would be, because we're all flawed. If we got the super soldier serum, we would be a lot more similar to that. But even his story was so, he may have done it to himself, he definitely did do it to himself, but there's something that comes with that. We can feel bad at somebody that's innocent and has a lot of bad things that happen to them. That's so sad too. It's obviously more sad because they didn't deserve that, but honestly, I don't think there's a certain feeling towards someone that caused their own pain too, right? How Walker didn't treat his wife good, was not there for his child, and lost him. Though he was in the wrong, there's something that comes to that, right? There is a feeling of sorry for them. And even more for the fact that he doesn't even search for that. Now he's just who he is. Don't get me wrong, he's not the best person, but I think at heart, there's something there. I think he wants to do good, and he's trying to do good. Red Guardian is definitely the comic relief that was placed in this. He is probably the only character that I think, well, Yelena was pretty good at times too. He's the only character I think that had the humor that did not feel out of place. His delivery and timing is perfect. He would even say things sometimes that Didn't even feel like it was trying to be a joke, but the way he said it, for some reason, got laughs out of the entire theater. He's just funny. I feel like he's gonna go down as one of those kind of underlying favorite characters, like underrated characters. He's awesome. I guess another complaint that I have is Ghost. She has one of the most impressive and could be powerful powers amongst the MCU. Maybe they'll show her more as time goes on, obviously they're going to, but I feel like they could have used her more or showed her more. I know that this was mostly a film around Yelena and just connecting these group of characters. The others kind of outshined her a tiny bit, and I don't think they maybe should have. I'm not saying put her in the forefront, but I'm saying give us a little bit more of her. I thought the CGI wasn't horrible. The only time where I really saw the CGI was a little wonky was when Sentry had his like suit on and he was like speed blitzing. But I feel like that's hard to show, because if we saw that in real life, wouldn't it kind of look similar, honestly? Because like people can't move that fast. You'd be like, so maybe that's not too far off. But the CGI did look a little funky. You could tell the face was a little video gamey. Still way better than what we were getting in the past. Night and day. I'm kind of jumping around a little bit, but I'm just going to go in order, or else I'm just going to be confused and then I'm probably going to forget. Okay, I liked the ending. I did like the ending, how they became the new Avengers, right? And they were kind of confused because Sam Wilson was saying, wait a second, I'm building the Avengers. I thought that was cool, but I think it ended a little abrupt. I don't know how else to really touch on that. It ended, I don't know, for me it ended abrupt. Like I was kind of like, oh. I did like the storyline. I like how they became the new Avengers. It just felt very rushed towards the end. Like I went like, pfft. I was like, maybe we could have slowed that down. Just a wee bit. Just a tiny little wiener. I don't know. Just a tiny bit. Also, they're not, I don't want to hate, these people will not last if anything from out of the world comes to try and kill us again. If this was the Avengers when Loki came down and they were trying to take over New York, we would all be dead. We would be dead. We wouldn't stand a chance. There is nothing amongst these characters, although they are very powerful, they wouldn't be able to compete with out-of-world threats. They would not be able to compete with Avenger-level threats. So while they may be the new Avengers now, they're obviously not going to stay that way. There's just no way. Maybe they'll join them, but this is not, they're not going to say. There's no way. We're all screwed. We're all going to die. We're all going to die. Okay. I wish we had a little bit more of Bob's backstory. I know we got a little snippet of it. We know that he wasn't treated well throughout his life, but I feel like they just kind of kept saying that. And I know we saw that little stint where they were fighting, right? And the little boy was right there. I want to know more. I think that would have made his character a little more heavy for me. I still loved him, don't get me wrong. The connecting between me and his character would have been more real. Now to the real nitty-gritty of this film. The underlying thing throughout this story of just superheroes fighting a villain is human struggle. Being alone, going through pain, going through loss, going through trauma in your childhood or in your adulthood, truly being alone, just feeling that depression, feeling that pain, and coping with it in negative ways. And we all have been there, and we get it. We understand. That, again, is the main reason why so many people love this movie. You know when someone else is hurt, and you feel that. Right? You gain this intuition for that. And when you're together, you realize, oh wait, I'm really not in this alone. While it may feel like that, you're not. You're really not. Whether you're rich, famous, poor, whatever aspect of life you're in, whatever age, life is hard. Life is hard. And some people are dealt some terrible, horrendous cards in life. And it's not fair. But I think with time, things truly do get better. And there are real ones out there. There really are. There are good people out there. Are they a little bit harder to find? Sure. But I think humanity shines when it needs to most. We're getting really deep there. But this is what I was thinking when I was watching this film. When they were in the void and they were kind of going through their trauma and their memories. And they kept replaying. That's what happens when you're overthinking. When you're having anxiety, that is what happens. You're replaying things from your past. Stupid decisions that you made. Things people did to you, things that could be bad in the future that haven't even happened. It is that anxiety, it is that sadness that I think they showed pretty well. And I think that is the reason why people are loving this movie. Okay, let's talk about Sentry's suit. That thing is pretty. That might be one of the top Marvel suits we've possibly gotten. And then the Void, man. Oh my gosh. there's not many people that can do anything about that, right? I mean, he could just turn you into a shadow. You can't do anything. The only thing I heard once was apparently Noel kind of made easy work of him, from what I've heard. I don't know if that's true. Other than that, I mean, what are you supposed to do? If this guy happens to come back, he could just he would have turned the whole world into that, into the void. I'm so glad Bucky's back, man. I know we got a little taste of him. Whoa. He showed up in, the new Captain America movie. Am I okay? Felt kind of out of place there, but it was cool to see him. This was the return of Bucky that we really, really needed and wanted to see. He is so cool, man. And I love the fact that he truly is at peace with himself now. Man, he's just a I can't swear, but I really want to for this guy. He is just he's a monster. And he's obviously going to be a big reason why they will win, or maybe even get close to winning against the threats coming. He is going to be one of the forefront. He is top notch in his experience, his fighting style, his strength. He was so sexy coming out on the flipping bike with the little thing, the little shooter bomb things. Yeah, I love that guy. And he puts his arm in the washing machine. I don't like how that woman had her office in the Avengers Tower. What are you doing in there? You smell. You do. I could smell her through the screen. And you know what it smelled like? It smelled like flippin' Scotch on the rocks and BO. Okay? That's where you smell like. Oh, and cigarettes. You smell like a cigarette. Yeah, I didn't like that. One thing that I feel like they did kind of fast track too, they should have took a little bit, just a slight bit more time on showing how he learned that. How do you just figure that out out of nowhere that you are just arguably the most powerful person on Earth right now? Like I said, fast tracking they didn't show Bucky's room when he entered the void. I wish we got to see that. Or even all the characters that went in, just show like one little clip of all their things and then show them get together. They just kind of made it Bucky saying a joke at the end where he was like, oh, my past was totally fine. And that actually got a laugh out of a lot of people, but I wish we got to see a little bit because we know how tough and hard his past was. I would have enjoyed seeing that. I mean, I wouldn't have enjoyed it. Would have been miserable. But again, that would have made it hit a little harder for me. If we're gonna get to this topic again, I just have to say it. Where is Spider-Man? What are you doing? No. You better be off the planet. Because if you're not off the planet, what are you doing? I know you're sad. We've all lost people, okay? Grow up. You're a literal superhero, one of the most powerful in MCU. What are you doing? Be a man. Yeah, you're by yourself. You'll find some other people, okay? Black Cat's coming. My gosh. Gwen Stacy might show up. You'll find another love, okay? It's alright. You'll find another friend, okay? People will remember you again. Just where are you, man? This is 2 times in a row where New York has needed you, and what are you doing? Again, you're just jerking off. Stop it. No more. Put the lotion, throw it out. No more lotion. I'm sorry, I got a little carried away. I'm sure he's going through a lot, but seriously, we need you. Another thing that I really did truly enjoy was how, from the jump, Elena was there for Bob. I think she saw something in herself, and I just love that. I think a lot of people will kind of turn the other way or combat it with anger or frustration. She was understanding. I just loved that. One thing I am confused about. So is he done with politics now? I'm confused. Because like he's in the new Avengers. So he's not doing what he was doing anymore? I don't know. I think he was just trying to find himself. Because he's worth a whole lot. But I think he needs to be a hero. And I think he found that out now that he's with this team and all that. But that's got to be done, right? He's no longer a part of that. To the fault of a lot of Marvel projects, like I said before, I think there's some conflicting tones sometimes. This would have been a little bit greater for me if the comedy was not as heavy. But we have to take into... I can't speak a single word. I think we have to take into consideration that this is Marvel. So we have to expect that. So I don't think this is too much of a knock on it. It wasn't overbearing like some projects have been, but still conflicting tones at times because I think this was a deep and powerful movie. Kind of dampened it with the comedy. When Bob was fighting the void and Yelena stopped him, I loved that message. I loved the message behind it. I'm getting goosebumps just from talking about it. flipping show the... I've been working out. No, I haven't. You know that little noise. I love that message. You cannot fight pain and trauma with anger. You can fight it, but you have to fight it in a healthy manner. Because once you do that, then that spreads to others and you start to project, whether on yourself, people in your life, or even strangers. You just don't want that. So I loved that message of Yelena kind of pulling him back, because she's done that in her life. She's dealt with that through anger or in unhealthy ways, like drinking, like she said, putting her worth just into work. That was beautiful to me. And my final note, the second end credit scene when they showed the Fantastic Four ship coming in. I have a couple of theories. Do we think that's really the Fantastic Four? I don't know. I saw some things around that it might actually be Franklin Richards. That would be pretty cool. And I also heard a theory that it might actually be Doom, who took the Fantastic Four ship and kind of got there before they could get there. That would be insane too, because that would bring Doom into that reality of Earth. That would be insane. I think we're all waiting for that first real showing of Doom, and it's going to come soon. Anyways, this is probably the best review. This is probably the best review I've had yet. And I'm so proud of that. I'm gonna start doing the note-taking thing because I feel like that was really out there. And I got a lot of information here because this is what we do, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting better at this every single day. It seems like it's really nice outside. Should we do the outro outside? Don't pee on me, please. Riley, what did you think about the Thunderbolts? Okay, that's gross. Alright, well... So Marley's currently smelling the groundhog that lives under our shed. They've actually had a standoff before. It was actually kind of funny. Okay, so I know this review is a little bit late. It's been a lot going on. I'm in a very strange part of life still. A lot of change. Yeah. I think I'm finally at a point where I'm really ready to kind of take that next step. And again, I don't say this to just talk about myself or be pitiful or anything like that. I really just like speaking about things because I want someone to relate. I want someone to know that it's possible, to know that I'm right there with them. Go for that dream. Go for that girl or guy or whatever it is. Just go for it. I feel like we get so caught up in life and we take it way deeper than it needs to be. But wow, it is windy. My gosh. I don't want to get too deep here. I promised I would kind of stay on topic, though I really didn't do that. I really do love you guys. There's some big things coming, and I appreciate you all so much. Keep being kind to others, kind to yourself, and I love you all, and I wish nothing for the best. Keep living life with love, and just be the best person you can be. And I know a lot of you guys may have returned from way in the past. It's been a long time. I do miss you all, and I hope you're all okay. I'm glad that we're together again. One last thing here. We got new chickens coming, and they're not even formed yet, but they're in there. You know what? I'm gonna sing to it like a father does to its baby and the mother. Your dad's here, okay? And I can't wait to meet you guys. And this song's for you. I can't wait until you're all little chicks. We're gonna have the best time, and I can't wait till I hold you and you poop on me, but it'll all be worth it in time. Alright. I'll see you guys later. Stay safe. Do not put yourself in any dangerous situations. The sun is blinding me, and I forgot my sunglasses in Orlando, Florida. And they made me look really cool, at least in my eyes, but it's okay. Oh my gosh. Put me in White Lotus season 4. Season 4? Put me in the next White Lotus season. Even if it's for a split second, that'd be so fun. Oh my gosh. I will bring you along with my journey, guys. We'll see what life has to hold for me. The second half of the year, I think it's going to be very different. The second half of the year is going to be very different for me. It's going to be very uncomfortable, and I'm probably not going to like it. But I have to do what I have to do if I want to get to where I want to get. And I just have to work hard, and I have to have self-confidence and believe in myself, and that's the biggest struggle. But we'll see. Anyways. Appreciate all your support. I support you guys just as much. The weather's getting warmer, and I'm here for you guys. Have a good rest of your day or night, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Riley, you want to say bye? Come here. Say something really inspirational for them. Ah!